Andeham Sri Guru Sivata Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagadatam Saganarutam Satam Samsajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhana Lalita Sri Vishakanta Ye Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Guru Jagatpate Gopeta Gopeta Kanta Radha Kanta Namata Sapta Kanchana Gauranga Radhe Vrindavane Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hare Mancha Kalpadarvita Kripasandevata Patitana Pavane Vaishnavibhunam Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastari Gauratam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaivam Narottam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Jayate Nataptaya Subhadresu Nityam Bhagavate Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavantinai Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namah. Welcome all the devotees for the Nityam Bhagavatam Sevya. I seek blessings from all the devotees so that I can speak to Bhagavatam in Parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotee and my own purification. Hare Krishna. Welcome once again. Today we will be reciting on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 18th chapter, Parikshit cursed by the Brahmana by sloka number 21. You can follow the, you can recite the sloka as follows. Apatiyat pada naka vanshakam jagat virnicho virikopa kranaharam amba tesam punyata anyamato mukunda kona manoke bhagavat paratabta atapiyat pada naka vanshakam jagat virnikopa Kritahan amba Desham punyat Anyamato mukunta Kona maloke bhagavat padarataha apasi Taviyapadanaka Varshata Jagat Virnikopa Vritah Amba Shesham Punyata Anyamato Mukunda Pona Maloka Bhagavat Padartha. Word by word meaning Ata, therefore, Api, certainly, yet those whose Padana Naka, nail of the feet, our stem emanating Jagat, the whole universe, Virinchaya, Virinchaka, Brahmaji, Upaharata, collected, Araha, worship, Amba, water, Sa, along with Isham, Lord Vishnu, Punati, purifies, Anyatama, who else, Mukunda, besides the personality of God as Sri Krishna, Ka, who, Nama, name, Loke, within the world, Bhagavat, Supreme Lord, Pada, position, Attaha, worth, translation and perspective, grace, executive of the philosopher, translation. Who can be worthy of the name of the Supreme Lord but the personality of God as Sri Krishna? Brahmaji collected the water emanating from the nail of his feet in order to award it to the Lord Shiva as a worshipable welcome. This very water, the Ganga, is purifying the whole universe, including the Lord Shiva. But the conception of many gods in the Vedic literature by the ignorant is completely wrong. The Lord is one without second, but he expands himself in many ways, and this confirmation confirmed in Vedas. Such expansion of the Lord are limitless, but some of them are the living entities. The living entities are not as powerful as Lord planetary expansion, and therefore there are two different types of expansion. Lord Brahma is generally one of the living entities, and the Lord Shiva is the via medium between the Lord and the living entities. In other words, even the demigods like the Brahma and the Lord Shiva, who are the chief among us, all the demigods are never equal to or greater than the Lord Vishnu, the supreme personality of Godhead. The goddesses of fortune, Lakshmi, and all the powerful demigods like Brahma and Shiva are engaged in worshipping of Vishnu or Lord Krishna. Therefore, who can be more powerful than Mukunda, Lord Krishna, to be the factually called the supreme personality of Godhead? The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, the Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva are not independently powerful. They are powerful as expansion of Supreme Lord, and all of them are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. So also are the living entities. There are four sects of worshipable devotees of the Lord, and the chief among them are the Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Sri Sampradaya, descending directly from the Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the Goddess of Fortune, Lakshmi, respectively. Besides the above mentioned three Sampradaya, there is a Kumar Sampradaya descending from the Sanatana Kumara. All of the four original Sampradayas are all still scripturally engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord up to the date, and they are declared that the Lord Krishna, the Mukunda, is the supreme personality of Godhead, and no other personality is equal to him or greater than him. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees once again for the Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Today we will be discussing more in detail about the supreme personality of Godhead and position of Krishna, how great Krishna is. So Sutta Goswami is still continuing. He is in yet another version of spoken by Sutta Goswami to accept that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. In the Sufi literature, the original Vedas, so much of descriptions about the supreme personality of Godhead, impersonal features are there, but especially Upanyasa, that people think that according to the Shruti, the absolute truth is the impersonal only. No, actually that is not true. The absolute truth is impersonal, localized and personalized. The person is the ultimate source of even the localized features and the impersonal feature. It is clearly mentioned that the Shruti and Smriti literature, who among the many creations in the cosmic manifestation can be called as the Supreme Lord. It is only the Krishna. Nobody else can be called as like that. It has to be substantiated by the Sutta Goswami by one of the specific features which is illustrated very, very clearly. They consider that Brahma is the topmost personality of the entire universe and also he is the first creation of being. He does the second creations after the initial work of the creating different elements, making all the arrangements for the living being to take birth in the material world. The Supreme Lord has entrusted to secondary creation to Brahma. Brahma is so powerful that he created all the other creations in the entire universe, in millions of planets and millions of living beings, are all given the body at the beginning of the creation of the Brahma. The Brahma is assisted by many of his subordinates, but still the creation begins with the Brahma only. Above Brahma is the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. So Brahma is given a power by the Supreme Lord only. That Brahma collects the water from the nails of the Supreme Lord and awarded to the Lord Shiva as a worshipable welcome. The description in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is that other places also in the scripture, the original river Ganga which flows through all the universes, right from the Brahma Loka up to the Patala Loka. The river flows, what is that river actually consists of? And water emanates from the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. Okay. This is the incarnation of, this happens when the incarnation of Vamanadeva. When Vamanadeva was extending his lotus feet and it pierced the Karunic ocean, that layer of the shell like floating, that is, he pierced it and the Karunic, the costless ocean is flowing from the lotus feet of the Krishna to the nails and that's why this is so spiritual. The water is a spiritual, costless ocean, water is a spiritual and it flows through the lotus feet of the Krishna. The hole is made that when the Vamanadeva extends his lotus feet and pierces that ocean, the covering of this universe, then washes the feet of the Supreme Lord. The water is received with respect and very precious because the dust of the Supreme Lord, all potency of the Supreme Lord, it is as good as the potency of the Supreme Lord itself. The Brahma received it and awarded to the Shiva as a worshipable welcome. So Lord Shiva received in the earthly planet. It is in other descriptions in the Srimad Bhagavatam how Ganga has come to earth. Okay, what is the need for Shiva to receive the water and how Shiva receives the water also? It is all explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto. Shiva considers the water Ganges is a purified him. So what to talk about that Shiva is purified. So he is a purified person and he himself considers that Ganga water purifies him. What to talk about normal creatures. So the Ganga water is so powerful and potency. It's a sacred water, river flowing in there. It's a very, very potency. It purifies even, it passes through all the planetary system right from Brahmaloka to Pataloka. The reason is even any living entity which is having a sinful reaction, when they take a birth in the Ganga river, it purifies them. So such a potency of the Ganga water. How come it is got that? Because it is passed through the Ganga water got such a potency because it is touched by the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. So the Mother Earth, Mother Ganga has got such a potency of water. It emanates from the nails of the Krishna and therefore Ganga has a very, very powerful. The God purifies the potency. Ganga can purify any sinner completely. One has to take bath in the Ganga. So simple that how powerful Ganga was that you can understand it. Okay. So there are 33 crores of demigods are there, okay, and only the Supreme Lord is the only 1%. There is no second for that, and he expands himself into many ways. Yeah, his expansions are like Krishna, Balaram, Vishnu, then Vamanadev, Varahadev, Narsimha, Narayana, Sankarsana, he expands. But all his expansions are equally potential as he himself. So that is the understanding we should have that. There are, we don't know that any one person, we know that one person means one body, but Krishna is not like that. He is one person has many bodies. So all the expansion happen, multiple expansion is happening. So we should understand the expansion of what Krishna is, how supreme he is. The Vedic literature explains that those who acquire the mystic potency, like yogis have the power, yogis have the siddhis, okay. One of the yoga is Ashtanga Yoga. When they use the Ashtanga Yoga, they get the 9 expansion, they can do it. So that is the potential. Even Krishna also has a mystic power, okay, but it's unlimited. Yogis can expand, okay. They have the 8 major siddhis, 8 minor siddhis, and 8 auxiliary siddhis. So all put together 24 siddhis only they can achieve. But Krishna is unlimited siddhi. Yeah, he can expand a mystic power unlimitedly. He can show. But all the yogis know they get the mercy of the Krishnas only they can perform. So they don't have independency. They are depending on the Krishnas only. So yogis, when they can expand maximum of 9 yogis, 9 forms only. So this is the understanding we should have that how supreme is Krishna is. Everyone got a very tiny fraction of the quantity of power of what Krishna is having. Our power is very tiny. We are all jivatmas. So yogis also, it is Krishna gives the awarded the power to the yogis also. If Krishna wishes to give only, they will get the power. Never consider that Krishna is to be like other demigods or any other god. He is the supreme and he is unlimited. So he is unlimited. Yesterday also we told that Lakshmi is the servitor of the Krishna. Okay, but she gets the power from Krishna only. She is not independent. Even though people know demigod, they worship and glorify Lakshmi to get the mercy from her, but she cannot award it. So only Krishna can award the power to her. So that is the understanding we should have. Even what to talk about Lakshmi, even that Brahma and Shiva, who are the topmost demigods, they also don't have power. They have to depending on the Krishna's only. So such a powerful is Krishna. So here Krishna, Prabhupada clearly says that Om Loka Bhagavat Pada Artaha. So here the Bhagavat means Supreme Lord, and Pada means position, and Artha means worth. The Krishna's name is worthy. So there are so many names are there. Okay, people say that God doesn't have a name, but yes, doesn't have name, but he has a name which is related to his activities. So Krishna means all attraction. He is not only attracting the men, women, children, he also attracts the plants, birds, all creation. So that is why he is called the Supreme. So Krishna means he is not limited to one sector of people like Hindus. Krishna also attracting the Christians, Muslims, all that. Though they have the different names, okay, but they will not call it as a Krishna, but they call it as a different name, because the God is not the name of Supreme Lord. So God is the position, like secondary names of the Lord, primary names of the Lord. There are secondary is also there, primary is there. So primary are the only because of this Leela potency. Okay, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Okay, that is primary. Yashoda Krishna. Okay, Nanda Nandana. So many names which is related to the devotee thing. Because of his Leela, there is a primary name. These names are very powerful. And secondary names are, Prabhupada clearly say that the conception of God is a Vedic is completely wrong. So Vedas are confusing, creating confusion. Some Puranas also created that God is a great, that Krishna shows universal form. In some Puranas they say that even the Ganesha shows universal form. It's all misguiding it, that Puranas. Okay, even in Srimad Bhagavatam, when uh, Brahma emotion, when the turning of the ocean, when the when Shiva drinks the poison, that time all the demigods glorify the Shiva as if it looks like Shiva is the supreme, but no. Shiva himself is accepted that, okay, Brahma also accepted in he clearly says that, okay, Supreme Lord is Krishna and we are all the servant of the Krishna. The Virichana means Brahma and Isha means Shiva. So Lord is without second. So there is nothing, so many people of Lord. He expands many ways, but it is not limited. But some of them are living entities. The Prabhupada says that living entities also is one of his expansions only. The primary expansions in Sanskrit are Swamsha, and the secondary expansion like Jivas are called Vibhisha. Vibhinesha is a Sanskrit word. So we have Vibhinesha is the expansion of Krishna, but it has very less potency, very less power. But Swamsha is a primary expansion where it has got 100% its power is there. In even that Jiva Goswami says that in spiritual calculation 1 minus 1 is 1. Whereas we cannot able to understand. Like for easy understanding, when you teach somebody, you are not losing it. You are also gaining. Similarly, when Krishna expands, it is not Krishna becomes zero. Krishna expands, Krishna also there, his expansion also there. That is the understanding we should have that. And Srimad Bhagavatam says that bhakti is a mean and it's a goal also. Okay, what we are doing is the goal and it's a path of the same. There is no difference of that. People think that doing something, getting something. Mayavadis, they practice something and the goal is something else. So, but the bhakti is not like that. So that's a clearly Bhagavatam says that bhakti is a mean and also it is a goal. So whatever you do, service for Krishna is a bhakti, and that is expected when we go back to Goloka. So Mayavadis are shameless people. They come up with their own philosophy. So they say that I am God, you also God. And goat is also God, chicken also God. And God can eat another God. So this is all mental speculation. So they are all Mayavadis, they are like atheists. Because they say that one with God. So these are the misguidings are happening. So we are different from the, though we are have the quality of Krishna, but we are different from Krishna. We are the servitor of Krishna. So that in this sloka, the conclusion is that we have to understand that supremacy of Krishna. Without Krishna, nothing happens. Only his potency, only all his expansions are active, and all the demigods, they get the power from Krishna. That's Srimad Bhagavatam. Any question, any clarification?